Me smell wine.
No, you don't.
Why?
Give me a persuasion with disadvantage.
I'm behind you.
Jeez, man. Jeez.
Sneaky like a pussycat.
And those troops are supposed to like oppose what's his name? The bringer of doom.
Oh, by the way, welcome to the balls at Mynar. M pointed out, but when I made it, it was as homage to the French writer.
You're kind of letting our kind down a little bit by being not Ella. You know that word. Elocutional. I got a 19 plus 1 or a 20 plus 1. I don't know. Take your pick.
Dirty
What?
or not, doesn't really matter.
Oh boy. It's been a ride so far.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Adventures of Animoxia podcast. I, as always, am your host / DM Owen, joined by my wonderful players here. We've got Chris, we've got David, and we've got Nier, and we're back here for, well, to see how far this train wreck can get wrecked. Just a quick thing before we get started. I have not mentioned this in any of the other episodes so far, so I'm going to do it now. I've been meaning to do this for a while. But if you don't know and you're listening, we do have an Instagram. Check us out at Animoxia Podcast. Give us a follow. Give us some likes. Review the podcast if you want. Definitely does help. And without further ado, let's get straight back into the anarchy. As I'm just going to do a quick recap here. Last week, we sort of went around a quiche trying to clear your guys' name. You guys had a talk with the guild master of the Artisans Guild, Mr. Human. And in that, he promised to try and put a good word in for you guys and sent you off on a little bit of a scavenger hunt with none other than Aiden Shadowheart. As you guys went around the place, you guys, I believe, went and you bribed an official, which is very good, very good. He said he put a good word in with the Senate, basically try and get these guards patrols down a little bit, try and make your guys' lives a little bit easier. And after that, you guys, yes, at the start, you guys also had a map from Mavanka, I believe. And yeah, you guys went, checked that out in the halls of general knowledge, bribed another guy, and got in, looked at some files, tracked down the name Quamak, and after that, essentially headed back and had a look at your situation and decided, you know what, this doesn't sound like a good place. Let's go and see if we can get some help from good old Lazarus's friends in Mynar. And before we get started, also I want to mention I am going to try and stand for this entire episode, see how that goes. So if I get tired at any point, I don't know, we'll see.
Sit down.
Yes, maybe, but I'm not going to do that because I have removed my chair from my premises. For right now, though, we're going to get straight back into it. As we come back to a quite bright day again in Akish, as the morning sun glistens up into the sky through the windows of the Artisans Guild and into a room with 3 guys. We got ourselves our main man Kurdan sitting there, probably sharpening an axe or two, just looking in peak condition.
Sweet. Looking
over
and innocent.
Probably looking over then at the most angelic Lazarus. Hair nicely, the non-existent hair getting blown around the place as sitting there.
Accusation. I have hair.
Well, the lion's mane, I assume. Go with that. As we look over at our other main man, Mr. Utan. So the three of you in this room. Knock at the door. Hello? Okay, I'll just let myself in.
Come in.
Did
Swings
you
the
hear
door
something?
open.
I didn't.
Swings the door open. Alright, so, we had that weird speech a while back. I just decided, with some money that I may or may not have pocketed from the, arts thing. Coffee. How's everyone feeling about that?
Very,
Wait, who are you
cold.
again?
Aiden Shadowheart, the big, very famous, maybe not as famous as the bard guy. Yes, me.
We met yesterday, didn't we?
I believe we knew each other before. Yes. Is he like a disabled? No, hold on, that's a bad.
No, he's just
That's a bad line of thinking.
No, I'm just your average. I'm just your average retard.
never go
he,
full retard.
Is he like? Does he have like short-term memory loss and?
Yes.
Seems like short-term memory loss or something.
No, he's just sober.
Oh, this is what he's like when he's sober. Jeez. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. Okay. So, Mr. Kurdan and Utan and Lazarus, who I met like 2 days ago, who's ready to go to Mynar?
Is that where we're going?
Mynar,
Well, hopefully.
Isnar. Let's go.
All nah. Who knows? All right, we're going. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I quickly ran a couple liberties, and I remember we were talking with I forget. Jacob invited her. Her name was yes. I had a quick talk with the vice. Is it vice? Is it? Was it vice? That old lady, is it Vysen? Yes. No, yes, Vysen Korkva. One of the people working, Jacob was talking to Vysen. I quickly pulled a couple of strings, got Vysen. She managed to get us a couple of tickets, over back to Mynar on the airships. Fair note of warning, it's not first class. Gotta keep ourselves kinda low key. But if we go down to the docks right now, then we can slip into a crate she's arranged and be there sometime within the next couple of days. Anyone have any snacks? It's going to be a tight squeeze.
Just my snacks.
Surely there's a shop on the way. We can stop at, no?
I mean, no. It's kind of just like a one big old trip. I mean, there's like a halfway stop at Midton if you want to try and look around there. They have some. I haven't really been to Midton that often, but it's like kind of cool, I guess. They have a couple of weird leaves and bunch of nature stuff. They're really into their bread. I don't know if you guys like Midton bread.
Can you make alcohol from it?
I mean, if you try hard enough, I mean, if you eat it, I assume it will turn to alcohol anyway with your whole brewery system you've got going on.
Well, I need to keep it in mint condition, you see. I need to have high quality ingredients at least once a month, you see.
Okay, well then we can get a stop off at Midton, just about at the halfway point, and then we can head on back over to Mynar. But for right now, we kind of need to get going. We need to be there before high noon, and it's about 2 hours walk from here.
It's
high
noon.
No, nobody said anything about walking.
Well, unless one of you wants to hire a cart.
Well, I tell you what. If we have a wheelbarrow, I can sit in the wheelbarrow, and then you can push me.
Oh, hell no.
I like the sound of that.
Hell no, thank you very much. My back should already be hurting from carrying this guitar, let alone an entire orc. Is it half orc? I don't. It's orc, right?
Half orc.
Okay. Pardon me, but why are you this color? Like, I've never. Not to be. It's not a race thing. It's just, I've never seen a. Is it purple? Is that the right?
It's of a purple hue. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I've
They
seen a
kind
lot
of,
of green. Where are you from exactly? I don't. Are you from around here? I've never seen a purple orc.
Well, I'm from quite far away, I think. You see, quite
It's
far.
not, it's not his
I've done
skin
a lot of
color.
traveling.
That's not his skin color. It's just a big giant bruise.
Oh no, that would make sense with how perpetually he's injured. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
I
beat him for days.
oh that's
I was sure, I was sure that he's actually green with like a tint of some bluish around the chest.
mayhaps.
You see, this little purple hue I got it kind of runs in the family. You see.
Yeah, it's like a genetic thing. Okay, right.
No,
Yes.
nobody
yes,
runs
see?
in the family. That's why you're so fat.
Whoa.
But to be honest, that is correct. Nobody runs in my family, apart from me mother. You see, she used to run quite often after the people that didn't pay her after sex. You see, so she was quite fit.
All right. You know, at least you're honest about that.
Okay, long term.
That is you have a weird history, man. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, let's get going. Unless someone has money for a cart, I would much prefer taking a cart, but I'm kind of broke at the moment.
Much does it cost?
I mean, from here all the way to the docks is gonna take maybe like 4 of us. What? About like 2 gold.
How far are the dogs?
Again, 2 hours walk. In some weird measuring system, I'd say it's about 2,000 Kerdans away.
Screw him then, let's walk.
Oh, okay. Keep in mind, it's up and down. It's both up and downhill, so... Yes. Okay, let's get going.
I mean, I'd rather not walk if it's all the same to you.
It is all the same. I don't care. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm listening
I mean,
to
I'm sure
the
you've
Jesus.
got some money. I'm sure you got some money in that little pouch of yours, little kitty cat.
I was reborn yesterday. Why do you think I have money?
Well, I'm sure it takes a lot of preening to look as good as you. I mean, surely the soaps and the creams must cost a lot. Therefore, you must have a little bit of money in the little kitty basket.
That's my deity.
Very... It's getting a little awkward. You know what? I'm just gonna start...
It is, isn't it?
Utan, you want to just walk with me, and then we'll just leave these two to catch
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys enjoy your time. I'm just gonna... Okay. Utan, like, then just slowly walks out the room, closes the door behind them.
Oh boy. It's been a ride so far.
You can say that again. You know, I wasn't expecting to be breaking people out of prison, a lot. It's a lot mentally, you know, but, you know, good stories, you know, take a lot of grit, you know? But yeah, excited. Never been to Mynar, have you?
No, I have not. Haven't been to almost any place in this world, to be honest.
Interesting. I would have thought a cartographer would have, you know, been cartographing.
That's true. I just haven't been here long enough to do any real cartographing in this plane, realm, world. I don't know how you guys refer to it, to be honest.
Alright.
But to say I'm not from around here.
Fair enough. Really a whole bunch of nomads in this group. Okay, very good. as we're just gonna cut back to Kurda and Lazarus.
Well, you see, I don't want to walk, you see. And you don't want to pay.
Yes. So where does that leave
Well, I
us?
think as the newbie, I think you should pay a little bit, no?
Alright. Do you have 5 gold on you?
I have a loin cloth and this lovely great axe, which I've been attached to for the last 2.5 days.
So you're broke.
I usually am. I must admit. I don't know what happens. It seems like I get some money and then I don't know, it just disappears down the drain.
I don't care for worldly possessions. I never have money.
Well, it seems like we're going to have to rob someone before we leave.
We do what we must.
Now,
I believe so.
the other day that Utan told us not to get in trouble. But if he's not around, he can't see us get into trouble.
I can't really argue with that.
Just around when you say that,
So-
Utan begins to scratch his nose vigorously.
I think my spidey senses are tingling. Someone's doing something wrong.
Cold sweat starts to emerge out of his baldness.
Odd sense of deja vu descends upon Utan.
Deja vu? Why?
All right.
Oh, we don't have to get in trouble just to rob people.
Meanwhile, we go back
Well-
to. No, continue.
All I was going to say is, well, are you quick as a cat?
With what? Reacting?
I don't know.
Stealing?
No.
Running? Walking?
Looking in people's pockets and taking what's not yours. Are you very quick? Because I have a feeling that I'm kind of average, just a little bit above. Like I would say 2% more average.
Well, I'm good at persuading people. And relatively good at sleights of hand. But,
Right, it's settled.
Good.
Let's go and find our mark.
Okay. I try to keep them occupied while you steal their money.
Surprised it couldn't
That
move
sounds good.
advantage.
Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen?
Well,
Alright.
we get in trouble.
All right. So the two of you guys, you exit the room and just try and see if you can find anyone around it.
Yeah, we're not going to go and exit and try and rob a homeless guy on the streets, though.
Yeah, obviously.
All right. At least there's some
We're
moral
gonna
here.
rob Bhutan.
Yes.
I mean, go for it if you want. It's up to you.
It would be hilarious.
Okay. So, I talk, you steal, alright? So, can I
I
roll
have a funny
for...
feeling like we should do it the other way around, but I'm quite happy to steal.
Are you good talking? With talking?
I
Not too much, are you?
should be able to. I don't know what I'm looking for. Persuasion. I'm about a +1 on that, you see.
I'm slightly higher with a +13.
Oh yeah.
Right.
All right. As we cut back over to Aiden and Utan. Oh wow. All right. So how long are we waiting for them again? Beginning to think maybe I should get bean water.
I wouldn't wait too long because I was hoping they would follow us, but I have a feeling that if we're not going to be around them for long, they're going to get into trouble.
You wanna go
Maybe
back
we should
to?
head back. Yeah, I think we should
Alright.
head back and make sure they're not killing anybody. By the way, you said Mynar. Mynar is a place?
Yes, Mynar. Mynar. It's sort of like on this. It connects the continents of the lands of man and the continents more in the Midlands. You know, it's sort of like on this peninsula connecting the two. It's fairly powerful, I suppose. But it's kind of sandwiched in a rock and a hard place. Um, yeah,
Okay.
pretty solid place overall. Pretty nice. Also, what?
No, DM, remind me, why are we going to Mynar? I can't seem to remember why we are going to Mynar.
Lazarus is technically supposed to be in charge of the troops there, but he died before he got the chance to, and now he's back. So,
Oh, okay. And those
they,
troops are supposed to like oppose what's his name, the bringer of doom.
the what?
Well, as
I'm
soon as I
joking.
get
Oh, yes,
there.
the Bring of. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully if you can get there in time, probably take some of those troops and try and save the world, I suppose.
Cool.
All right, perfect. As Aiden and Utan come back to the two of you as you guys have like just walked out of the room. So you guys ready to go? Then we kind of waited there for a while. You weren't planning on doing anything stupid, right?
Never.
All right, perfect. Anyway, so if you follow me, we're just gonna go down this hallway and then turn to the right. I'll get us out the main entrance. You guys have some sort of like cloaks, right? Just to make sure no one sees us while we, try and sneak in. Well, we have permission, but you guys good on not being spotted, right?
I'm pretty decent, yeah.
All right, then bring it on.
I mean, I have this loincloth. That makes me quite sneaky.
I mean, at least it helps keep your scent away from wolves, maybe. Although that is
Are there gonna be
tricky
wolves,
task.
are there?
No, hopefully not. You never know what you find here. But anyway, as you guys step foot out of the Artisans Guild and onto the streets of Akish, and start making your way 2 hours towards the docks. And as you do so, I would like everyone here to give me an athletics check.
Mix.
Oh. 16.
Nice.
19. No, 20. But
Woo!
Doti 20.
Oof, nice. Kurdan with the...
13.
Okay, Kurdan's lagging a little bit behind here. Okay. All combined, you guys managed to go walk in the streets of Akish. You managed to get there roughly in 2 hours on time. And as you do so, you pull up. Aiden shows you. You walk by this this walled off area, writing in languages I don't think any of you speak. And you notice you walk by this like main entrance area, this gap in this wall, and you see through it large warehouses and landing areas for these airships as they come in. This area is towards the actual docks. A little bit further on, maybe another 100 or so Kurdan units. You can see like the giant three-mast ships off in the distance. But there's this little area cordoned off for airships. And as you walk by it, you hear the humming of crystals. You hear the clunking of metal and hammers trying to do some repairs. And as you do, you walk by this main entrance. A couple of highly, quite strong-looking guards stationed either side of this entrance. A large metal gate across it. a small office on the side, sort of a immigration's office of sorts, handling papers and all the sorts, tickets, all that. And as you walk by that, Aiden keeps walking, and he keeps walking until you reach the corner of this walled off area. He takes you around to the side of it, and you see he starts knocking on this wall. And as he does so, eventually he hits a sort of area in the stone wall, and it sinks in a little bit. And he's like, okay, just a little further. As he goes, he pushes harshly against the stone wall, and as he does so, it goes in a little bit deeper, but it doesn't do anything. He's like, alright. Crap. Kurdan, do you have anything? Like a hammer?
There's supposed to be a latch
I-
or something.
I
Is
know.
it a secret door?
I wasn't really told much. I was just told look for this sinking thing, and there should be some opening in the wall that opens, but it doesn't look like it's working right now. Maybe it's rusted. I don't know.
Let's see. Can I do investigation on it? Find like a latch or
100%.
something?
100%. Go for it.
22.
22. Yeah, you go, and as you do, you observe him like sort of pressing against this, and you notice as he does so, there's this sound of like gears turning, and then it hits. It's almost like this thud sound on the inside of the wall, like this mechanism is hitting like a rock that's ledged itself into the mechanism.
And I will do like a hand gesture and say lag fay ring and cast mending on it.
Oh, perfect. As you do so, you cast mending on it, and within like 2 seconds, he's kind of leaning against this wall, and as you cast mending on it, he just falls into it, the mechanism just clicking and clacking, and soon you see this doorway opening up. As he goes, he's leaning up against us, looking over for someone to try and do something. Utan just steps forward, notices what's wrong with the mechanism. You cast your spell, a little bit of energy sort of whirs through the air, and you hear that clicking just fully as it pops, and you see the stone just wall slowly separate, stone by stone, sort of opening outwards as a door. And as you do so, Aiden goes, alright, well, thankfully, I am not surrounded by idiots. This is, alright, that's very nice. As he, like, steps to the door and gestures, like, onwards, I suppose?
Lunzi.
Alright. As all four of you make your way through the doorway, you find yourselves behind one of these sort of, warehouses. On the top, you could see a giant airship just sitting there. It looks like it's getting some of its sort of, how to say, some of the material that like keeps it in that main sort of shell. It's sort of getting repaired. Some of the hull is getting taken off, replaced, and you see this building is maybe 2 stories tall at most, but it has so many like on the side it has these mechanical arms that raise up pieces. It has slight elevators, sort of pulley systems leading things up and down from the ground floor all the way to the top floor. And you see working on it, maybe just from your rough estimates, about 12 people just on the side of this building you're on. You guys are maybe 10 feet away from it, just hidden, obscured from the rest of them by a couple of crates on near the side of this wall. Crates look kind of old. Look like they've been left here for a little bit. But you see, walking around, there's a couple of there's about 2 sort of supervisors, one at the top floor and one at the ground floor, sort of yelling commands at people like, yeah, bring that up to the top floor, Jerry needs that down here. All right, yeah, keep good work over there, Johnny, just keep putting the hammer on that. That's really good. As they're just sort of patrolling around, making sure things are getting done. As yeah, what you guys up to?
So, Aiden, we are gonna take that thing. That's gonna take us to Mynar.
Well, yeah, it's scheduled to sometime tonight, apparently. But again, Vyson wasn't very keen on giving us acrobatics to Mynar because it's kind of expensive, and as far as I know, I don't really know any Jacob-like people who can just give us 500 gold just off the cuff. Right now, though,
Taking us. He's not taking us. Mynar on the ship. Where are we going on the ship?
oh, this ship, no, this ship technically goes to Midton, stops there for a little bit, and then it takes us over to Mynar, yes.
So I'm
But
confused.
we don't have a ticket, so we kind of...
Oh.
Vyson said there's a crate. It's meant to house a couple of animals that she was going to transport back over to Mynar anyway. She said we could use that as our caddy, I suppose, if that's the right term.
Okay. That sounds like a very, very uncomfortable trip. How long is the trip?
I honestly don't know. She didn't really tell us.
2.5 days.
At least.
Gods.
Again, does anyone have
Oh,
any
God.
snacks? Any snacks at all?
I have an endless
Drink.
amount supply of
Drink.
water.
I found a stash of onion rings just, I don't know, about a kilometer away. You want one?
Are you seriously eating a
Yes.
stash of onion rings you just found on our way here?
Well, it was packaged, it was hot. Wasn't
I mean,
touched.
I do have rations on, snacks.
You have Russians. Why do you have Russians on you?
Hey, how would you know what the Russians are? Are there Russians on your world?
Rations?
Russian? No, Russians.
Who's Russian? Is it?
What's
is that
a Russian?
person?
Is that some new
I think
country I
his
haven't
name's
heard of
Bob.
before?
No.
I have food rations. Russian. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's Russian.
I know, but it was
It's a
just,
bad joke.
yeah.
It's all good.
It was
It's all
bad
good.
fun.
When I catch you try to say something in Hebrew, though.
Wait,
oh,
wait.
boy.
Are you suggesting we rush in right now?
No.
We
That's
so
not what I'm
I should use
suggesting.
my guitar, rush in, and knock them out. Yes.
Aiden, you've been very helpful so far. Just keep doing that.
What? Just okay.
Being helpful.
Helpful. And then he just like winks. All right. Anyone have a plan here? I'm not really ops on stealth.
Do you know what crate?
You know what? I'll just go for it. As he just like walks out, struts up to the supervisor. He goes.
I try to grab him before he does that.
He's like, but I'm gonna. Okay. He just goes back.
Yeah. How about we take a look around first, see who's like in charge or so. I can shapeshift into one of them, maybe get other employees to let us go in, maybe hire us as part of the staff.
Okay.
Instead of going into a crate, it would be a bit safer.
So what's the hold up again?
Basically, we don't have tickets and we need to find a way to get onto the ship.
So
I
what's
have
the
a
hold up?
suggestion.
What's the hold up again?
Yes, Kurdan?
We don't have tickets, and we need to get on. Now, my suggestion is that we just
what? Kurdan, we just what? What?
I think Odin had an aneurysm.
Kurdan? Kurdan? Okay. Okay, I think... Does anyone have any alcohol? Perhaps alcohol shall wake him up.
I do not.
No,
Okay.
you don't want to touch him.
Alright, so... See,
Oh,
my
I
plan was
give
just
I give each one of you I give Lazarus and Kudan. Well, actually, Kudan not because it doesn't really matter. But I give Lazarus and Aiden a cookie out of the magic cookie box that replenishes itself every day.
What does
the
it
one
do?
of three, the funky
Yeah,
smelling ones, or the
yeah.
cookie of casting.
The cookies all magic. That's how I name them.
Cookies of
Uh,
casting. All right, so you give one to Aiden, one to yourself, and one to
Yeah, so
Lazarus.
the next spell that anyone casts will have +10 on the roll.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right. As Aiden immediately munches on that, like, oh, finally someone has snacks.
Yeah, I totally forgot about those.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. You know what? I'm just gonna have a nice conversation. Can I please just have a conversation with that supervisor there?
Sure, but your main goal is to get us hired as assistant staff on the ship. We can do manual labor basically.
All right. Okay. Whew. Let us go. As he like steps out and he starts like power walking over to the supervisor. The supervisor looks at him like, excuse me. This is a restricted area. We need. And Aiden just goes, "You are my friend," and he's gonna cast charm on this guy.
Uh,
Okay, so he needs to make a 23 with a wisdom of like what? I think it was +2. Okay. So this guy needs
Does
to
the-
basically get a nat 20 if he wants to.
does
He
the
has a-
+10 it takes
Yeah, no,
account
yeah, it's
or
plus. It's his Aiden's only like. You guys are extremely over leveled. Aiden's like wisdom saving throw is like 13. So +10 would make it to 23. So this guy needs to make it 23, which basically means the only way you can do this is on a nat 20. So I'm just gonna quickly roll that in for him. Da 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 da. Opening app.
Oh
Alright.
yeah. Besides, I'm standing next to him, so that's an extra 3. So
Oh, okay. So again, this is a literal 5% chance this guy actually makes it. But we have a shot. We'll see.
5% chance, but saving a 25.
No, he technically has no shot, but with the rules of a nat 20, he still has a shot here technically.
yeah.
That's true.
No nat
Yeah,
20,
he's
no
on
nat
the
20, and yeah, it's an 8. Okay, yeah. So that's a 10 against a 25. Aiden says, "You and me are friends," and this guy just goes, "You and me are friends. Whoa, it's been such a long time." As they like clasp hands, like, "All right, so it's been such a long time, right?" And he's like, "Yes, yes, of course. Right, I know. Maybe we can catch drinks later tonight. For right now, though, you remember we had that favor a while back?" He's like, "Yes, of course. You know, I really would appreciate just having a look at the ship, you know, for my sketches and all. Perhaps I could write a song about it." He goes, yes, yes, of course, of course." Aiden goes, "You know, I've got a couple of crates back there." He's saying this like, "I've got a couple of crates back there that, you know, they're quite heavy, and I need them on the ship over to Mynar." He's like, yes, I can handle that for you. Just 3 of them." As Aiden like looks over at you and just like gestures like, "Get in the crate, get in the crate, get in the crate."
Start pushing Coden into the first one and then go inside the other one.
You open up the crates, you find it's literally just the inside of these crates are lined with like unfilled like wine bottles. So
Yeah,
making it around a little bit.
I'm gonna put as many one bottles as I can inside my bag of holding. I'm gonna put
Yep.
Coden with me in the box if it's possible, so I can regulate his drinking during this time.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, just give me. All I need from all 3 of you here would be a stealth roll. Utan, first of all, I would like you to just roll me. What would it be to see how many would be able to fit in that that bottle in time. Like, just go with, like, a sleight of hand.
No, yeah.
You got a sleight of hand, and
So you want
it'll just be a.
stealth? So stealth and sleight of hands.
I would like
So 1
sleight of
second.
hand first for Utan here. So this would be like
That's
a
19.
19? Okay, you
I'm
basically
getting
empty
sleight of
these
hand.
crates. You basically empty these this crates like almost completely. There's like 2 or 3 bottles you don't manage to get out, and that's like the crate for you and Kurdan is basically empty. Both of you climb in there, and the one left over for Lazarus is still pretty empty as well. So you know there would be a disadvantage for having a bunch of clanking of glasses, but that was incredible. I just need a straight stealth roll from everyone then.
Wait, how many bottles of wine did I get?
So overall, hold on, if I just calculate in my brain here. So it's gonna be. So in total, you're probably emptying about like easily 60 bottles of wine.
60? Like 60?
Yeah, basically.
Nice.
Yeah,
And they're
your
all
bag of
empty.
holding is, yeah, they're all empty. It's like, so like imagine this is like it's come from like a bottling firm or something, and it's gonna get bottled, but it's been sitting here for a while. So yeah, it's just like
Imagine the disappointment from Kurdan seeing all these empty bowls.
damn, someone got to them
Checks
before
every
me.
single one. Checks every one just in case.
Beautiful. So yeah, there you go. About 60 wine bottles just go straight into Utan's bag of holding. Those things are really nifty. There's about 5 left in one Lazarus, and about 1 or 2 left with Gurdan, probably just because he's holding onto them, trying to look for wine.
Okay, I need to roll a stealth. Second.
Yes, stealth check from everyone, please. Do let me know how that turns out.
So what? Mine was a nat 20 plus 2, so I got a 22.
Nat 20? How did
The
you keep
big
that?
man.
Like, how did you just be quiet about this? Like, yeah, it's just a nat 20 plus 2. Jeez, man. Okay, Kurdan is.
I was more interested in the bottles.
This may as well have been the most. Unironically, so if Kurdan, we've learned here, if Kurdan's distracted, he becomes invisible, apparently. He becomes near invisible here with a nat 20. Yeah, you're just like, you climb in that box like it's nothing. You bust out the acrobatic.
He was tunnel visioning onto one bottle, so he didn't care about anything else.
Can I get Lazarus and Utan then?
So I rolled with advantage, and I got 2 7s. Like, what are the odds? So it's a 12 total.
Oh, a
15 for
12.
me.
Okay. 15. Okay, so 15 for Lazarus is pretty solid. The is it a 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the 12 for Utan, I think most of that noise is probably just coming from you having 60 wine bottles just in your bag of holding right now.
Yeah.
It's like it's the profuse like heavy breathing of having done that in like the span of 10 seconds. Well, probably a little bit more, like maybe 30 seconds. As you guys sort of close the tops of these boxes over, you like peeking through like the little top hatch, like it's a stealth game, like Hitman. It's like peeking out at Aiden as he's like having a conversation with this guy. Eventually, like pats him on the back, and he's like, "Well, that was good catching up. I shall see you very shortly. All right." As he just kind of steps onto one of these like those little elevator things. Right as like someone is like heaving up this giant like a couple of beams of wood. He steps onto that, he's like saluting away as he goes to the top floor and sort of disappears over the edge of the top floor. As you guys wait there in silence, Utan kind of trying to recover your breathing. Look over at Kurdan. Kurdan is like profusely looking at these wine bottles, like probably mistaking the precipitation of water as wine, trying to like lick everything off of it. Over on the other side, Lazarus is kind of just chilling. But as you hear footsteps approaching, that supervisor says one or two things like, "Go get those crates over there!" As you see about 4 guys approaching, 2 orcs and 2 dwarves. as the two dwarves go over to Lazarus, and they just start heaving like, they're like in unison start moving Lazarus's box. Lazarus will like trying not to like bump against the sides and the inside, as eventually you just get this loud drop onto one of these little elevator things. As meanwhile, Utan and Kurdan, these two orcs pick up your box and they heave. As one of them like looks at the other one and he goes, they both look at each other intently and they go, "Me smell wine."
No, you don't.
Why?
Give me a persuasion with disadvantage. and then this will be a wisdom save for both.
So I got 119 plus 120 and 1 nat 20 plus 1. So I got either
20.
a dirty 20.
Another nat 20? What?
I got a 19
What?
plus 1 or a 20 plus 1. I don't know. Take your pick.
Dirty
What?
or not doesn't really matter.
What? Oh my
No wine
gosh.
in here, mate.
As
Hey,
they
an orc trying to persuade an orc, so what do you
Yeah,
as
the
they both
beginning
look at
makes
each other,
sense.
as they both just look at each other and they go, "Aww." They just keep walking with the crate. They drop it down onto this elevator thing. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. As the elevator slowly starts getting lifted up to the top floor, Aiden is, you see again, peeking through Hitman style. You see Aiden at the top there talking with a couple of guys. "Ah, yes, I was just talking down there with one of the supervisors, and yeah, he's gonna, this is one of my orders right now. If you guys could just put that right at the back. You know, I don't want to like have it be too, you know, it doesn't really matter. You can put the more important stuff up front, just like put it right at the back, you know. I don't want to be a bother, really. It's alright if it's not like the greatest, just make sure, you know, it's alright." Is he like, alright, chop, cheerio. As Aiden just sort of like stands around, like, "Oh yeah, these two crates here, plus that one on the side." Oh good, of course, perfect. As there's like these two human workers just start like very profusely, they like pick up Lazarus's one and they're like kinda struggling, and then they like slap it down on the inside of the blimp, sort of on this like storage area. This is long storage area right at the bottom of the airship. There's the main areas are above it all, but the storage area sits right at the bottom just for stability purposes. But they're gonna send it way back at the, it's like a giant, imagine like a giant cargo container at the bottom of this airship, and they sit it like way back at the back because they haven't really started packing anything else yet. There's still repairs going on. As they like sit it down, and Lazarus, you get plopped down right at the back. It's really dark. It's kind of hard to see on the inside of this. As the two human workers come over to Kurdan and Usan, they start lifting up and go, "Oh, this one is very one-sided." Ugh. They start like heaving for like it takes them about 5 times as much. They have to stop about twice just to move this thing to the back. And as they do, you guys just hear as you're slowly going down this cargo way, it's like, "Can you not drop the wine bottles off the roof, please?" As there's just like the sound of like wine bottles getting thrown basically off the top of this building, just straight onto other people. As that last crate comes over, gets plumped down, and you hear the as the back of that airship gets closed off for a little bit. Through the third crate, you see the eyes of Aiden looking over at you, Utan. He goes, "Hopefully no one comes looking for those wine bottles."
Rumors. Get us hired.
Well, this one kind of went better, didn't it?
Better for whom? You who are gonna be lounging about, or us stuck in a box?
I mean, as soon as they're done loading it, I'm sure we can get out of the box. You know what I mean?
Huh?
As Lazarus, Aiden's crate has been placed right above yours. So yeah, very unfortunate.
Moving.
All right, perfect. All right. Well, now we just kind of wait, right? Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Again, does anyone have any snacks? I'm starved. Oh, you have more of that cookie thing, right?
One day. I have other cookies, but these
Oh.
are for healing, not for snacking.
Aww.
Seem to be having a lot of cookies now that I think about it.
I'm starting to wonder what are they putting in them.
If they're for healing, I could hit you, and then you could technically heal yourself and eat at the same time.
That sounds masochistic.
What?
Very much masochistic.
It means
I know what that is,
enjoys
right?
pain.
How hungry you are.
I'll hold off on the snacks then. And it's on that note that as you guys are in these crates, one by one over the next hour or so, crate after crate starts getting packed into this right next to you guys, making it very claustrophobic. Eventually, it gets full up, and you guys hear the closing of that back of the blimp again, as you hear the sound of any like wild birds and the slamming of other wine bottles, other expensive, this hitting of metal swords against each other in these big long boxes and crates, and all these wonderful things packed inside here. A couple of more just suitcases of luggage, clothing, and such. As you guys are in here, Aiden sort of opened up the top of his hatch. He's gotten out now at this point as they've closed it, and he's just sat on top. As the rest of you probably could get out at this point, just sit around in this claustrophobic space. And you just feel like an elevator, just that force of you guys getting slowly up into the air. The sound of footsteps above you now, sound of murmured talk, and the roar of an engine, just right above you, just whirring away. The sound of crystals whirring again as you guys go up into the skies, and we make our way over the course of downtown. Gonna get copyrighted? Probably not. But yeah.
So they cut it out.
Yeah, as you make your way out, and over the course of about the next couple of hours, you hear a couple of rough spots, things hit around the place. You travel through a light storm at one point. You hear the crackling of thunder around you. And eventually, you hear again the sound of that, those things slowly just like lifting down. You feel a touch onto the ground as people disembark. And you slip back into your crates right as the cargo opens up again. People start removing things like, alright, so if we could move that over here, yeah, and if we could get that back over here, we got another like load, so we could shove that way at the back there, that'd be wonderful. As you guys just are stuck in the back of this cargo, I mean, if you want to make a break for it, look around a little bit, or just stay around here until you get to make it to Mynar and try and get off there.
I think if Kurdan does anything, I think he's pushing his luck today.
Beautiful.
You like that?
All right, so what's everyone's plans? What's everything doing? Aiden kind of just looks over to Kurdan and is like, hey, you want to go with me and stretch our legs?
Yeah, why not, boyo?
Lazarus, you're right. You've been in that box for about the last, I don't even know how many hours. You still alive?
Trying to sleep here.
Alright, don't
no.
wake the tiger. Ah, that was quite humorous. Maybe I'll include that in my next song.
Please don't.
Alright, well, we'll leave him to sleep. Utan, what's your verdict?
If Gordon is coming out, I guess I need to go out as well to make sure he doesn't do anything untoward.
You're like his carer.
Exactly. That's true.
More like the mother of the group. You know, gotta keep an eye out on him. Perfect. Okay, as Utan, Kurdan, and Aiden make your way out of this cargo area, you hear the as it closes up for a little bit. You can still hear boxes being moved around you, sort of shouting of, "Let it be closer! Let it be closer! Let it be closer!" As things are getting moved, swung around. Again, the sound of hammers getting driven into wood. That engine a little bit lower hum now, sort of just getting maintained. As you get your way all the way to the front of this cargo area, and you see this big, from the inside, you see this big sort of door, not too different to like in a cargo plane, sort of slanted, with these large sort of chains holding it up on either side. You see on the side there's like this hand crank to like lower down. But then again, if you do lower this, it's the sound of chains. I don't know how you guys want to get out of this without waking anyone up. It's up to you.
We want to get
I
out?
mean, I say we just go for it. I think we should just walk like we own the place.
Do we see like any crew members clothing or anything?
Give me a perception.
Read the invest.
Yeah, sure. Perception or investigation?
Perception.
Perception, or see, it depends here. Investigation, you might find other stuff. Perception, you are just looking purely for that, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
So, I mean, I roll perception because that makes more sense then. Then it's a 9. Sadly.
Perception.
Yeah.
You look around, and the only clothing you can kind of see is just a box, labeled with tailors, like a tailor's wear. As you like quickly just look open, you see a couple different fabrics and all. No real like full-on clothes. But what you do see as well, as you're just kind of looking around, this is more of something that Kurdan spots just randomly. Kurdan, you look on the floor and you see like a tiny little box. As you open it up, you see one of the families on this sort of airship has forgotten just a box full of their family pajamas.
Oh, look at this! I found some clothing. Maybe you two could wear it as a disguise. You see.
What about you?
I'm quite fine in my loincloth. I just
I'm
go
all for
around.
giving Kurdan more clothing.
Well, I'm a little bit dead against it, you see. I like to feel the wind between my cheeks.
Thighs, all right. All
Thighs,
right.
that's the word.
It's like your cheeks, but on the front, yes?
Yes, how did you know? Have you been looking?
Oh, no. It's just, one of the things they teach you in bard school is like basic biology, just to make sure you don't accidentally, impregnate someone. It's
in your song.
That's bouncist.
No, it's just bard school is quite weird actually. But yeah, that is a class. I spent over a year studying for tests for that. Just biology overall. very awkward conversations overall, but proved to be quite useful.
In what
Good to
way,
know.
dare I ask?
No comment. No comment. I'm just saying, I was a fiance to one of the, royals, and managed to get myself a fiance to basically one of the military leaders of Scat. So I'm not bragging or anything.
But you're not a fiancé anymore.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Anyway, so pajamas, right? Yeah.
Well, I can try on some pajamas if you would like.
He just looks over at Utan.
I don't need pajamas. I can worst case shapeshift.
That's yeah. Yeah. What if you, Utan? You have that thing where you can sort of like change your clothes, right?
And my appearance completely.
Okay. What if we just open it up just a little bit, get a little peep at how they look at the uniforms? You can turn into that uniform, and then you can just
that's
like
right.
yes, and then you can just kind of lead us out like we were like some weird. How would I say? What's the word for someone who just gets on a ship like runaways?
Family.
Renegades, something like that. I don't know what the word is.
Immigrants.
Stowaways.
Oh, illegal immigrants. Yes, that's the word. Maybe.
You're
We
not
just kinda-
illegal, I mean.
Okay, let's do that. As he just sort of goes over to the hand crank and just opens up the door just a little bit so that you can kind of like crawl up to the top of it and just peek through. You see anything?
Yeah. Do I see anything?
You look up.
Do I see anything?
Kurdan's gonna be there too. So we see like Utan's eyes like open up the cargo hold just a little bit, and it opens up just a little bit. You see like Utan's eyes look over the edge mysteriously. It's right over. You see like the big ass fingers of Kurdan just like reaching over into the gap, like pulling himself up. It's like peeping around. As both of you look out, you look around. Utan, you see quite small houses off in the distance. This place appears to be on a hill somewhere. It's not on a two-story building. It's more here. It looks like it's being sort of settled right on the ground. As you see, what appears to be two big-ass like wooden poles just on either side, seemingly looking like the ends of a structure towering over this this airship. As you look out, though, you see some people like working like on like just like putting those poles into place. Just like a little bit more here, little here, little here. As you see, this guy appears to be wearing all blue of the sorts, sort of cargo pants, just a t-shirt, a couple of buttons, a nice button shirt. You see, he has like a marriage ring on, a little toothpick in his mouth. He just looks over like, keep it coming, keep it coming. You see this little like sort of like a sailor's cap on the top of his head. He's like, keep it coming. All right, stop. Very nice, guys. Let's get that other side now. As both of them sort of like start moving off. There's still one guy though left there, just a smaller like gnomish guy, just kind of like tink tink tink, sort of like making sure all the little pieces, the screws and everything are connected nicely to the wood, keeping it in place.
Can I try to see like who's in charge? Like if they have different kind of clothing, maybe. I can kind of see identifies ranks.
I would like you to give me a perception. Warning: it will have to be fairly high. Just for where you're looking.
It was
from at the moment.
so close to a net 20. My God.
How much?
But yeah,
You should have let me roll.
it's a 6.
What? 6?
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. You look out. Yeah, you can't really see much. It's a bit too obscured for you to see anything. You don't see anyone walking around really. Other than that gnomish guy sort of tinging away.
So I guess I will just change my armor to look just like one of the normal people's normal cruise clothing.
Perfect. As you do so, you see your you see Kurt as you look across. Utan's clothing changes into the sort of like stark blue, the sort of working boots, just that similar fit as earlier, the little sailor cap on top. You know, it looks odd for Utan, but it kind of works. You know, it kind of looks like you know.
While he sees it, he sees me doing like poses in the middle while while I'm transforming, kind of like Sailor Moon style.
Yeah, man, perfect. You're doing like a whole transformation
Exactly.
thing. Beautiful.
Koda
Koda, you
looks
look
up and
over.
says, looking sharp, man. Looking sharp.
Very nice. As
Thank you.
I would like both of you to give me a strength save.
Which
For
move?
what? For Utan redressing or undressing or
No, I'm not gonna tell you yet. Just give me a strength save.
I look so sharp that it affects your like your knees basically.
yeah, probably. So who is the two?
So that's for Utan and for Kurt.
Oh, for Wotan, okay. So strength check you said?
Utan and Kurdan, both of you strength save.
Same.
Mine's an 11. So 11 overall.
All right, that's fine.
Mine is 14.
14. All right, so both of you, as you're getting
Oh
changed,
wait,
Utan.
wait. I think no, wait. I think it's actually yeah. I didn't roll a save. I didn't roll a save. I'm sorry. It's actually 23.
23. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a big difference. Okay, Utan, you hold on very tightly, as you both feel just in like almost like within two seconds, you feel this airship. You feel it just go upwards, right, and then it stops. So this jerking motion upwards as it gets moved up. Kurdan, you just go. Your grip fails as you go tumbling backwards into a couple of the boxes. You are going to take a little bit of damage. Take a total of 8 damage. As your head just goes into the back of one of these crates, the back of your head just. Oh. Kurdan, Utan, you hold on just about. As you guys see, the airship just. You look over the edge as you see the ground getting further away from you. As you look around, you see more of that structure, those two pillars, and you see now this airship is kind of being held on a hoist to be repaired underneath and all. You are now maybe about 10 feet off the ground, maybe 12.
It's a bit alarming. Can I see like what lifts the airship? Like when it actually is supposed to fly? Like when we flew like in the other airship, was it like air based, magic based?
So it's sort of like a mixture of, it's very steampunk in the way it's built. It's very it uses similar technology as most of the technology at this time uses. It uses those sort of purplish crystals as yeah, like most of the technology this time you uses an assortment of different crystals and all, just to keep it like it uses vibrations and stuff like that to power smaller magical circuits, to power other things. But the blimp itself, the power source comes from the crystals, and those vibrate in a way that keeps the main area sort of the gases and the compounds on the inside are sort of held suspended at a lower pressure, a lower energy value, and that just sort of lifts it up higher. It's a very complicated system. It requires very smart technicians to work, and it is also very volatile because of those crystals. I mean, I'm not sure if you've seen it, but like what Herland did with that gondola, that was
No,
just an
I
example of like even
before my time.
yeah. So
You're
yeah.
saying a big no on Great Bonfire.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. If you create bonfire here, you're not creating a bonfire. You're creating like a mini explosion, a mini like it's like
A nuke.
5,000
Create
pop.
nuke.
Essentially, right? It's not like bonfire. It's just forest fire level.
Good to know.
But yeah, like if anyone wanted to like blow these things up, it would. This is why these things are so heavily, kept under wraps and such. But yeah.
Utan will try to see if anybody like came looking because of the noise that Gordon made when he basically dropped on his ass.
As Kurdan, you come crashing down to those crates right beside Aiden as he goes, oh yeah. Hold on, I need to roll a strength save for Mr. Aiden here. As he rolls a staggering 17. Very nice.
Ooh.
As yeah,
What
Aiden,
is
he looked like he was literally about to like completely drop the entire gate and just drop you straight to the ground. But he held onto that sort of handle very nicely, keeping those chains not from moving too much. But yeah, Curtin, he just looks over at you and goes, "Are you alright?"
Oh, I just fell on my ass again.
Well, this is going swimmingly so far.
I put my hand out for him to grab and get back up onto my feet. Bloody hell, I think we may have taken off. You know, it suddenly feels like a big old jerk.
Thanks not to no one.
That's what she said.
That was a good one.
Well, alright, so what's the plan now? Do I just... can we just get Lazarus here? Is he like Leonardus? Can he like turn into stuff?
No.
Never seen him do that. But
I could.
Lazarus, I feel the voice, I can hear the voice of Lazarus saying stuff. I can't hear what it's saying though. Lazarus, if you're feeling lonely, you can always come here.
I'm behind you.
You just like snuck up on them. Jeez, man. Jeez.
Sneaky like a pussycat.
Okay, well Lazarus is here now. Is anyone... Okay, if I just crank this open, can we just like sneak out real quick? How good are you guys at landing? You're like akin to... You have cat-like reflexes. You think... Can you just drop out and like take the landing, yeah?
What do you want to drop out of?
It's about a 12-foot drop. It's not that bad.
No, I can make it.
Okay, as you go up, you sneak up to that little like crevice that's opened. As it opens it a little bit more for you and Utan. Now there's just about like a half a torso's gap. As he just goes, "Good luck out there. I'll hold it up for you."
where do you want us to go? We're fully in the studio.
I don't know. Can you guys like ransack just for some snacks or something?
Oh, you want
Wait,
to
what?
rob the
Snacks now.
place?
You want to sneak
yeah.
into the kitchen.
I thought you
Yeah,
wanted.
please.
You wanted to be nice and let us out in the open air. I see.
Hey, Midtown makes some okay bean water, I hear.
At this point, I don't care about bean water.
Okay, harsh against bean water. You are a changed man. You are not Leonardus. You are mean.
Yeah, it's like bean water.
That is okay. Anyway, so Kurdan, you want to just like... I'm just gonna stay here then. They're gonna head out.
Curtin, do you want to get some snacks? And wink wink with me.
Yes, I do. Yep, I like catnip too. Let's go. Geronimo! Kurdan jumps.
Kurdan just like... You two are holding on. Kurdan just takes like a path of his own way. He just like leaps straight out of that gap. Give me acrobatics, please, Kurdan. Come on, Another nat 20. Another nat 20. Come on.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh,
No,
it's
not.
even better. 10.
Oh, yeah. With the 10, you go barreling straight into a box. Just straight into a box full of, like, just books. Just, like, get your head pummeled. You crush a handful of books. As you're going to take... Total of 1 damage. Woo! Thankful for low rolls.
Wow.
I can take that.
The other
Hurt the
two of
pride a
you,
little bit more.
the two of you, you're gonna just run out, or
Yes,
I'll
two
catch
can
you.
jump after.
Jump and I'll catch you.
you can trust Cordan.
Is it acrobatics or athletics?
It
It's
depends.
like acrobatics could be.
If you're gonna leap out, I'll say it's acrobatics to try and land. If it's if you're just gonna sort of dangle out and drop, then it'll be more of athletics.
I'm definitely gonna leap out. One thing I want to check 1 second before though. 1 second. Jumps. So and like the distance is not something that you can't make with one simple jump, right? Like we're jumping down basically.
Yeah, you're jumping down here.
Okay, cool. Let me just do it. That's a 23. I basically do like a somersault and a
Yeah.
screw while in midair and land my and like stick my landing.
Perfect. And as you stick your landing, like one of the guys goes, "Oh, just the man I was looking for." Okay. All right. So over on that side, we need to go clean up those windows. So if you could just like get that little lift up, and yeah, just need to get up there and then maybe tighten a few of those bolts. I'm not sure what they're used for, but someone said it was important. And then just the engine room. Make sure you just bring a duster to that again. You know, I'm telling all the guys to do that, but you know, like the last time we didn't do that. You know, we had a bunch of complications. The insurance companies wouldn't cover it. So I'm just saying, like, yeah, window, bolts, and then get into the engine room a little bit and just dust it down. Just make sure there's no like weird dust interfering.
I hear you, and I will get right to it. But first, I need to go get some food to the captain, because he asked for it. And I mean, unless you want to go tell him that his food is running late, I mean, be my guest. But no.
Jeez, okay. Well, I'll just get someone else on it then for right now. Yeah, definitely get in that engine room. Don't you dare bring a crumb of food into that engine room. I will strangle you.
No worries. I'll get everything to the captain, and then I'll see what I can do. I suggest maybe asking Jack to do the work in the meantime, to save time.
Okay. As he looks over at the gnome, he goes, "Hey, Toot Toot, we need you to clean up those windows over there." The gnomish man just turns around and goes, "Okay." So he drops like a hammer next to this little pole, starts making his way over with that guy.
A quick question, my boy. Since I get a bit turned around because I haven't been on the ship for very long, where is the kitchen again?
Yeah, fair enough. So just like you look around now, you can see more of the area. You see this like big ass just, you see a couple of small like warehouses, a couple of other ships landed down, a couple more rigs. He goes, yes. So just go down there. You know where like the whole the repairs offices, the whole warehouse for just the tools, right?
Warehouse, yes.
Yeah. So just go there, and then if you just make your way to the entrance, go straight through that, and then take the exit of the mechanics room, and then and then you'll just see like the whole canteen area there. That's the easiest way from here. Yeah.
Basically, don't try to like complete his sentences.
Perfect.
Cool. Okay then. I will gesture Kudan and Lazarus to wait and not go in.
Speaking of Cardan, we still need a... No, yeah, we still need a roll from Lazarus?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get that roll from Lazarus now. Let's hope it doesn't go bad.
Just roll it, it will be right back.
We'll get the roll of Lazarus. Alright. That's alright. We'll get the... for right now, we'll just get the stealth roll from Cardan.
Okay.
Let's see.
19.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. Damn, man, you are doing good today. Yeah, you landed those books. You're
Oh.
angelic.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Not much. We just
You
need you to
missed
roll.
We
Kurdan
are,
getting
we
a
are all
19.
dead. We are all dead.
Yeah,
Fuck.
so they actually accidentally fell into a circle full of 19 wizards.
Okay,
And,
I have
yeah.
a deja vu.
Yeah, it went really bad. But yeah, long story short, we need you either give me acrobatics or athletics just to get out of the ship and onto the ground here.
Why?
Because you're about 12 feet off
Because
the
we're
ground
jumping out.
Yeah, but why? Aren't you supposed to go to Mynar with the ship?
now. Well, everyone else is getting out right
'Cause
now
we
just to get
decided to do
snacks.
some shit, remember?
Well, yeah, okay. I mean, that's fair, but I was thinking about do some shit on the ship.
I mean, you can
Oh,
go and
too
just
late,
look
Kurdan
around on the
fucking
ship.
jumped.
You guys are so... You guys could have just got on the ship and gone to the kitchens there. This is wonderful.
That's what I thought we were doing. I thought we were jumping from like upper deck to lower deck.
Yeah, I thought so as well. I mean, why did we sneak up on the
Yeah.
ship and jump out?
I
Yeah,
mean,
if-
you guys...
Yeah.
All right. Well, at the moment, Utsan's
Well-
on the...
Well, I shout.
Can we like retcon
I
that?
shouted
I
Geronimo
can- I
and
was-
jumped.
I was
Kurdan jumped. I don't know what... Utsan just followed, allegedly. So Utsan's on the ground at the moment. He's gonna go look at the kitchens on the ground. Lazarus is still on the ship, I suppose. You can just go to the kitchens there if you want, really.
Yeah, I mean...
In fact, Aiden's just gonna look
Aiden is-
over at you.
Yeah. Like, what are they doing?
Why did you follow... Why would you follow Kurdan? Who follows Kurdan?
hearing, or is it like up? Like,
Okay. I'll just stay here just in case. They're gonna need my help just getting back on the ship. Can you just go get some cookies or something from the kitchen upstairs? Thank you.
Yeah, can you misty step them up somehow or something?
I hold on, just give me a second. He like takes out his like notebook, like bard school. What spells do I have? So I'm just gonna have to. You go do that. I'll figure out a way to get them out of there. Cool.
And what do you want to eat?
Could you give me the cookie from the whole casting cookie thing, the Jacob cookie?
Yeah, that's Jacob cookie. I'm not sure these have
I
it.
really want. No, but it might just help me out. I would really like a Jacob cookie right now.
Yeah, I would love one as well, but chances are really slim.
Okay, I'll deal with it. You just go cookies. Go get cookies. Go get food. Whatever. See what you can steal.
Yeah, then Lazarus goes and steal.
Yeah.
Well,
Give
that's
me-
like the whole kitchen.
Give me athletics just to climb out onto the ship, on the outside of the ship, and sneak back onto the inside of it. Just give me an athletics.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Athletics are what?
Oh, with a nat 1 of athletics, that's not great.
No shit.
So
Lazarus
Lazarus, you
joins us abruptly on the ground.
Why? What?
It was
What am I? Where am I jumping to?
so you're climbing out of the back of the cargo area onto
Yeah.
the outside of the ship, and you're trying to get onto the inside of the ship. Okay.
Okay.
So with a nat 1 on athletics, you try and get out of the ship, and you fall backwards.
To the
off.
cargo area.
Quick question:
Under the
wouldn't he
ship, yeah,
get like an advantage or something with like having like claws? I guess being a Leonide. Oh wait, he's not a Leonide anymore. Or he is. Wait, yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you do
but-
have your wings. You could always fly, but then again, then that'd be disadvantage on stealth. So it's up to you if you want advantage on athletics or like.
Athletics. For now, I'll take the advantage on athletics.
And then just deal with the stealth later. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go for that. 100%.
That's 13. Slightly better, but not much.
You put 1 or 2 hands out of the ship. You try and pull yourself out, and then you slip and you start falling backwards. But then you catch yourself with you with your wings so quickly, and you put a big gust of wind behind you, like grab back onto the back of the ship, dig your claws into it, and now you're just like sort of stuck there, like holding onto this like tiny little this sort of window frame, just trying to hold onto that so you don't slip further off. And I will need you to roll me a stealth.
Right. This is coming. Oh, that's another 13.
Okay, with the 13, Utan, you
Yeah.
notice just like a piece of wood just like fall in the dust in front of you as you look up with like the corner of your eye, and you like spot Lazarus just like struggling to hold onto the back of the ship. Yeah, that's the situation you guys find yourselves in.
Wotan kind of remembers to himself. In this group, and he will look at Kodan and tell him, Kodan, you get back on the ship, please. I promise I'll bring you food and wine. Just please get back on the ship.
I thought we were getting off. That's why I shouted Geronimo. I must admit, I might have acted a bit hastily.
Yeah, I don't think it means what you think it means, buddy.
How do I get back on?
Can
I'm
you
down
jump?
here, you're up there.
No, I'm next to you right now, but can you jump up?
Oh yes, you are. I can. Yes, of course. I knew that. I knew that. Don't worry. I was testing you see.
Do I need to do the whole Sesame Street thing with you again, buddy? Here and there?
When up is down and down is up.
Exactly. Can you reach it with the jump?
Well, if we've both got to get up there, then I can throw you up.
No, I'm fine. I can get there pretty easily. Can you make it with the jump? How high is it? Like them?
Well, I got a feeling it's 12 feet.
Where are you?
From the ground all the way up, it's about, again, from the ground to the bottom of the ship is about 12 feet. Yeah, and then you've got like people working underneath it as well. But if you're jumping from like the top of a crate, that might cut it down to about 10 feet.
Oh,
To
cool.
the
Like,
little
can you make 10 feet jump?
How high of a vertical does Kurdan have?
He was the village world champion. Sorry, the
Village world champion.
The village
world
idiot.
champion.
The village world champion. The world champion.
He
of
was
the
the
village.
he was the local village world champion heavyweight vault jumper. Yes, exactly.
Folk jumper.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, what are you gonna like? It's gonna be one hell of an athletics check. To try and get back
Well,
up
you
there.
see, I'm quite good at jumping. I used to be the world village vault jumper. You see, I think I could make it.
Okay, so try. But if you fail, don't resist a strange feeling while you're midair.
Are you gonna touch me?
I was
Not
just about to say that.
Not where it counts.
Beautiful.
Remember, I'm only wearing a loincloth under these PJs.
Oh, I'm fully aware.
Right, I'm gonna go for it. Do you think I should have a run up?
Yeah.
The only problem with a run up is that I have the horizontal then push, not just vertical. I hope this goes well.
Can I assist him? Maybe we have to give him like the hand lift thingy, with two hands.
Oh, you definitely want to touch me, don't you, boyo?
I mean, you're so ripped and shredded.
All right, this is an awkward situation to be in, but sure, you can do that. Like little like help up. I'll give you advantage on this athletics check. Your DC is 17.
Okay. Here's number one roll. 11.
Ooh,
Let's
that's
hope it-
11.
Oh, that's a 13.
Okay,
That's
so why
horrible luck.
So while he's mid-air, and I can see that Gordon is basically falling down back again, I will say Averell sneeze and cast Vortex Warp on him and basically teleport him all the way to the ship.
Does Vortex work? Does that mean you can work it on just one person, or does it have to be
One person, the target either needs to accept it or if it resists, it needs to like save against it. But hopefully, Kuden will not resist me, and I can teleport them all the way up to
perfect? Yeah,
I
you can
think like
100%.
90 feet or so.
Yeah. You go 90 feet. Kurdan's about to fall like ass first onto you, and you just like panic and cause Vortex Warp.
Why
and-
would you
and
panic if Kurdan was falling on you?
That's the only
And
line to. I don't want to see that on my face.
As yeah, you cause Vortex Warp, and yeah, you send them back onto the inside. Aiden, yeah, Kurdan, you like fall backwards and you like feel yourself get jerked on the inside of the ship. And you look up, you see Aiden. He's like,
Oh yeah.
Hello there, hello there. Hopefully that's going good then. Okay. As I need you, Utan, to give me a stealth to try and make it look like you didn't just cast a spell on an orc.
True. That nothing can go wrong with that.
Nothing could go wrong with that. Famous
Except
last-
everything. It's 11.
Ooh, okay. As you do so, what's the word you use again?
It's Haveril
Come for me.
Sneezet.
Fly, baby, fly.
I'm not gonna say comment.
Fly,
No,
baby,
no.
fly. You sing I Believe I Can Fly clearly.
Haveril
As-
Sneezet.
Yes, as you say that, you like see the gnomish guy who was just about to go clean that window. Was just about to like get in a lift, like look over. He's like, "What the hell?"
I'm cold. And I kind of try to sneeze again.
Just give me a straight charisma.
Great charisma.
Straight charisma.
Nothing wrong with that. With a -1 on charisma.
Let's go.
Check or saving throw.
Just a check. Just a check.
That's a 6.
A 6.
Yeah.
It's like as that
6.
gnomish guy just like steps down on his little like staircase and just like comes walking over to like, okay, sorry, I don't know what the hell that was, okay, but around here you can't just be using magic like that, okay? I don't care like if you're a dropout from Bard school, I don't care what you think you're doing, but no, you know how dangerous this is. You're in an area that is very unstable right now, okay? So if you want, I can go report it to the manager.
No. I hear you. I'm very sorry. I completely forgot.
Yeah.
I
Now
was
you want
just
to apologize. Yeah.
I
It's always
was
with the
just
new
on my way-
interns.
Listen, I'm on the way to bring food to the captain. I'm just panicking.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
you
you
know how
get-
he's when he's hungry.
Spontaneously. Okay. Also, can you teach me how to do that later? It's kind of cool.
Yes, definitely. While we're in the air, I will teach you happily.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Don't do that again, though. Very dangerous. Health and
Promise.
safety stuff, you know?
Cross my health, yeah.
Okay, cool. As he just like shimmies out and he goes, toot toot.
I will immediately run to the kitchen, try to get as much food and maybe a couple of actual like booze for Coden.
All right.
And after that, I will run back to the ship. I will use my wing of jumping to double my jump land and try to make it with a jump.
All right. As you do so,
I will
just give
check
me-
before there's nobody around to see me.
Yeah, that's perfect. Then, just give me an athletics with advantage then.
And athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
That's better. First one is a 21, and just for the hex of it,
Beautiful.
yeah, definitely 21.
21. You go leap up, do a very heroic jump through that gap as you go leaping in. Lazarus, you're still on the outside of the ship. You've been hanging here for a minute. What you doing? No words.
I think he would say he will be on that.
Okay, again. Perfect. As yeah, you jump in there, Utan. And I am just gonna roll a little bit here. Okay, name me 3 things you're looking for.
What's in the kitchen?
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah, what do you want from the kitchen?
Oh,
Want the
so wine or some kind of alcoholic drink for Udan.
Right.
I want some preserved foods so they can last for a couple of days.
Perfect.
And snacks.
Alright, well, with these rolls, you find 3 bottles of wine. Very nice. Perfectly brewed from Barchenchitsul, the Dwarvish capital. And you find yourself 6 sort of just like preserved foods, like how to say, like canned fruits, stuff like that, yeah. And about 11 pieces of licorice. Alright, I'm still recording, so welcome back, guys, from that break. Last we left off, we just had Utan get back on into the ship. Aiden's in there already with Kurdan. They've been chilling for a little bit. But Mr. Lazarus has been holding on at the back of the ship for a little bit too long. As you rolled what for athletics?
13.
13, you're holding to stay onto the ship, climb back into it, or drop off? What's your goal?
To join the others.
Join the others. With 13, you guys look as you see that little crevice. Aiden looks around. He goes, where's Lazarus? I thought he'd be back by now. As you guys just see like Lazarus's legs like dangling in that little gap he's opened. It's like, Lazarus, you need some help there.
I might need a push or a pull, wherever you are.
Alright, cool. Someone grab his ankles. As Aiden starts running up there, probably with Kurdan.
Well, you wanna?
But
you
I
wanna?
think I might have to pull his ankles. I think I'm the strongest one here.
Can I drop a rope to him?
He's above you, so that little gap you have, if you go up, that'll be like the back of the ship, and then just straight down, obviously, if you drop down to the floor. But he's like just above.
Oh,
you,
okay.
and just
I mean,
back.
okay. So what's up there that I'm trying to climb up?
At the moment, you're holding onto the back window frame.
And if I jump down?
If you jump down, it's about a 16-foot drop down.
To what?
The floor.
But not the ground floor, right? Well, not the ground.
It would be
Like
the ground.
out, but not out of the ship.
No, you'd be off of the ship. You'd be jumping off the ship, essentially.
Okay, no, I'm going to climb back in.
Okay, with the climb back in with 13, they can see your ankles. As Kurdan, give me a strength to pull this guy by his ankles through this gap.
Don't worry, you can count on me, pussycat. An 11.
Okay. Ooh, an 11. You go to pull his ankles. As Lazarus...
Oh, 13, sorry. 13. No, it wasn't.
13.
Oh, hang on. Let me check. No, 11. Sorry.
11, okay. With an 11, Kurdan, you pull him by his ankles. As Lazarus, you feel something grab your ankles and try and pull you into
Hold
the
on.
ship.
Okay, I'm completely lost now. Where are they?
Okay.
Outside the ship. Outside the ship,
okay,
on the ground.
okay,
They jumped out
okay.
of the ship.
Let me do my classic 3D paint for you.
Yeah, because now I'm kind of confused because they were supposed to get back in the ship. If they are back in the ship, then I can jump to the deck. So I don't have to get.
I'll give you a 3D paint. I'll give you 3D paint. Okay. Keep in mind, I'm doing this while standing, so it's kind of difficult. But here's the outline of the ship.
Uh-huh. Are we talking profile or profile? Okay.
This is side profile, okay?
Yeah.
And then there's some more stuff there. All right. Okay, so
This is
This-
brilliant.
this down here is the boxes. This is about 12-foot drop. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the little door hanger, right? There's that
Yeah.
little gap. This is how Lazarus is looking right now. He's got his legs dangling down here. And you're holding onto a window frame at the back. You understand the positioning, and the three of them are
Yeah.
like here.
It might make sense.
Okay.
Well,
That
I mean,
better.
in that case, we are in ship, all of us.
On the ship, yes.
Yes, so might just as well jump back on the. I don't know. I cannot ping on it, but where they are. Can't
Yeah,
I swing?
That's what you're trying to do. You're doing like a athletics 13, yeah, basically trying to swing in. With a 13, you don't really get in yet. Your feet are kind of there, and now Kurdan is going to try and pull you in all the way.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry, but that's
Okay.
just was it recipe for disaster?
Okay, then what are you doing?
I'm going to try to hang on and climb up.
Alright, so with 13, you move down a little bit, and now you're going to try and climb up again. Where are you moving up? Are you trying to move back onto the inside of the ship, or the top floors? And
Yeah, move to the kitchen or try to sneak to the kitchen.
okay, again, this is going to get harder and harder the more you try and do this, but give me an... what is it? It's up to you. Acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics. Oh, there you go.
Athletics.
Much better. 23.
Yeah, with a 23, yeah, you Kurdan tries to snatch you by your ankles. He misses out as you pull yourself around. He's like, nope, never mind. As yeah, you shimmy across the side of the ship now, and into sort of the one of the doors, the emergency exit doors. You open that up, sneak on in, walk a little bit around. There's no one on the ship, and you make your way to the kitchens. As you ransack that for whatever's left, what hasn't been moved around, you see a bit of flour, a bit of baking ingredients, some freshly, well, it's about a couple hours old bread, some eggs. Look around, a little bit of like coffee beans. You notice this weird ass like mushrooms, and looking around for anything good. The best thing you can find is some dried fruit.
Okay. So I guess this is the place which was already ransacked.
No, it's just like in between flights, so they obviously have to
Okay.
change out food and all.
So dried fruits.
Yeah, dried fruits.
Okay, how much?
Roughly about 6 packs.
6 packs off.
Like 6 packs of just dried fruit.
Yeah, I know, but on the 6 packs of 12 pieces, or I don't know.
Oh, like how many pieces?
Yeah.
Roughly about 12 pieces, yeah.
Okay, so I have 6 dozen. No, that should be enough for a while.
That should be good for a while, yeah. As, yeah, you pocket that, you come back out, and, you know, with a 23, you don't really need to re-roll again. As, you slip back onto the inside of the ship, and, maybe, I don't know if you show your winnings, but, as you make your way back in, it is like, alright, so that's everyone. Yes?
Yeah.
Perfect. Alright. So, what snacks we got?
So, first of all, here's some food for all of you. Kuden, I got something special for you, mate.
He starts to rub his hands together in excitement.
Yeah, and Utan brings out one bottle, not all of them, and hands it over to him. I found some what I assume is like fine dwarvish wine.
Just the one?
Just the one for now.
Greedy as
Right.
always.
Try it first. I don't think you're gonna need more of that.
No, the dwarves are... I don't even call that a wine at that point. It's just...
No, it's just piss.
essentially, yeah, they have weird taste buds, man. Yeah, but then I suppose
already got it
does
to-
Kurdan.
But then again, what does
I've already got it to my lips, chugging.
He's just drinking like a tiny little bottle of water. He's like... As you start
You know
drinking
that scene
yeah.
with Shaq and the bottle of water.
Downing it. As you go to just take some of that wine, already feeling 10 times smarter. You're not 10 times smarter, but you feel it. As Kurdak goes to cure his alcoholism, Aiden closes up the rest of that gap, and he says, "I'm gonna start making my way back there. I'd say we maybe have about another hour or two before we have to get back on into the air, and then it's who knows how long it'll be until we actually reach Mynar, but you know, I'm gonna take some of that fabrics from the tailors, hopefully not too much, and I'm gonna make myself a makeshift pillow. Alright?
Good. Sounds good. I think we should all probably just rest a bit.
I'm not gonna argue with that. As Kurdan curing his alcoholism, Lazarus with the fruit snacks, probably, hopefully, sharing it. Everyone having a good old time. Heading to the back of the storage area, climbing over boxes, climbing over bits and bobs. You make your way to the back again into your little crates of what used to be wine bottles, and Aiden sort of helps out, gives you guys a little bit more comfortable padding on the inside with some of the tailor stuff. You just like, you know, in bard school, another thing they taught you is how to make more comfortable bedding, in case, you know, for some reason the normal ones are destroyed. So this should do the trick. Perfect. As
I make myself more comfortable. The more drunk I get, the more comfortable I get.
you know what? I can't argue with that logic. As like Ada's just gonna like whisper to Utan, like, yeah, I think it was smart. I don't know if you do have any extra, but if you did have any extra wine, don't give it to him.
Somebody got some extra wine, did I hear?
No. We were talking about grape from the vine.
That is wine.
No, but like it's from the dried fruits from Lazarus. We're talking about raisins.
I'm sure if I sucked one of them, I'm sure I could get something out of it.
That's what she said.
Excuse me, do you want to fuck me?
Whoa.
I'm not really into that kind of stuff, so...
Suit yourselves. I'm just going to... He slowly like enters the crate, puts the lid down.
Came awkward very, very fast.
And on that note, we're just gonna do a quick time lapse here. As yeah, you guys get in, have a couple snacks, have a little bit of banter, trying to keep it somewhat low key as people are still packing stuff in, but eventually you feel that lift of the airship once again, the whir of those engines kicking in, people above you laughing, crying, bunch of emotions, footsteps. As you ascend into the air, you were there for what feels like a week. It is horrible just getting crammed in there. You have no idea what the time is. You have no idea what's going on. But eventually, after what feels like a while, you guys feel the a gust of wind sort of shakes the ship a little bit as you guys make contact with the ground. Engines go shutting down a little bit more, going into a lower state, as again footsteps are amplified even louder now. People disembarking, the cargo opens up, people start taking their cargo out, and you hear off in the distance as you're hiding in your boxes, this one over here, some shipment up from Quiche, as they take the last couple, just really tired workers now. It's been like maybe an hour you've been waiting for this. So they lift you up as they move each 3 of these boxes one at a time. Close up the cargo again. You guys find yourselves on a cart of sorts as you're moving out. Your driver stopping just outside of a warehouse, climbing off and going for what appears to be a sort of evening lunch break of sorts. As you guys are sort of left in the back of this cart in these 3 boxes, surrounded by, again, just a couple of miscellaneous things, a couple of other boxes and such.
Sorry, so we're still in the boxes that have just been dropped off?
Yes. At the moment, yes.
We are back in the boxes.
Yes.
Nobody puts baby in the wrong movie.
Beautiful.
Well, I say to Utan, I think the coast is clear. Shall we get out and have a look to see if it is clear?
Can I hear or sense that he might be right or wrong?
Right. I'll have a look and I'll see if the coast is clear. And if it's not, then we'll come up with plan B on the spot.
Or you
Kurdan would like
wait.
he would like to just move the box lid slightly and just take a peer out of it to see if the coast is clear. I don't know, heading in a north and easterly direction.
All right. As you do so, you peek your eyes out of this box. As the lid gets shut firmly down, you hear it hit the top of your head. As there's this guard just outside of your box now, just sort of like slamming down the lid, like. You see what appears to be a Goliath man of sorts. He slams it down. He looks at it. He looks at the papers on top of it. He goes, "This is the one." All right. You see this man dressed in what appears to be this sort of deep purple with a slight bit of gold trimmings on the cuffs of his jacket. He knocks on it. That's about right. As he goes and he peers the lid open, he looks over at both Kurdan and Utan. He goes, alright. Well, me was thinking me wasn't going to find you.
Well, it looks like you have. Well done. Shall we play hide and seek again? I tell you what, you hide and I'll seek.
And she just closes the lid on top of you, like, you stay.
Okay, hide and seek. Utan, we're playing hide and seek. Shh. I think he's a little bit slow, that guard. But don't worry. I've got a plan.
He moves over. You see him shift that box, the one that was on top of Lazarus, and he shifts it on top of you guys. And then Lazarus, you hear the knock on top of your crate as he peels it open. You see his eyes. He goes, "Me found you." As Lazarus
on his back, the hand behind his neck, just enjoying the chilling. You are you gonna come in or close the lid?
As Lazarus, you look up and you see what only a short few months ago was one of the brothers that were guarding the entrance to the great feast you attended in the first session.
Seriously?
You look up and you see the eyes of Bolwyn, this greenish orc, as he looks at you, goes, "Me have missed you, Mr. Lazarus."
Out of character, did I miss him?
Not really. No, he was kind of throwaway character.
Okay, because if he was guarding the feast, then he didn't do a good job. So I probably.
Oh no, he did a horrible job. He did a horrible job.
Okay, so I did not miss him.
As he just goes, "Me have missed you, Mr. Lazarus. You friends?" As you point
What's his name
over the
again?
other box. Bolwin.
Like Baldwin, just without the D. Yes, they are new friends.
They smell tasty. Anyway, you must come quick. Me not supposed to be here.
He always comes quick. At least that's what they always say.
Your friend not funny.
No, I don't think so either. He tries too hard. That's what she said.
Oh, you very funny, Mr. Lazarus. Me like you. Quick, we go, as he just like takes the crate and just like pours you out of it. And tosses it on the side. And it proceeds to like just toss like the one where Aiden was in, just the one on top, just out. You thought it was empty because it was so light. And he tosses the other one. As all four of you just kind of scattered at the back now. Just sort of like pick yourselves up. Bottle of wine in the hand, probably with Kurdan. As you guys look up at this guy, he goes, he like helps you up, does the bro hand with Lazarus, and he goes, quick, we must make way. We have much to talk about, Mr. Lazarus.
Eh? Must be important then.
As you guys find yourselves in this massive area, there's a mixture of all sorts of things. You guys make your way out of this airship area on the top of this hill. As you descend, you find yourself in this district, chock and block with small warehouses and stables and basically anything in terms of transportation in and out of the city. As well, you see a massive, from the top of this hill, you can see a massive city. The city of Mynar. Two rivers, one flowing in from the north to south and one flowing from west to east, separating the city in basically three quadrants. You find yourself in this area covered in all these sorts of things. You also see a small business, again, throwaway here, but Jorge's Horses is set up somewhere there. No one notices it though. No one knows what it is, but it's there. That's a reference no one else is gonna get right now. As you see on your far right the Westport district, on your far left the East End district, the East End port, sorry. You see right ahead of you on the opposite side of this river the giant palaces known as Titan's Keep, surrounded by military complex and magistrate district. You see towers on the other side of apartment buildings of sorts. You see all assortments of shacks and all on your side of the building. You see sprawling tents just in front of you, just south, just before you get to the river. Across the other side to your left, you see sprawling hills of banks and all sorts of estates of rich men. You see giant shipyards, builders and worksmen, factories all around you. You see colleges of Academia Arcanum, and as you look out upon this massive sprawling city, Bowen looks over at you guys. He goes, you come with me. As you guys walk with him just a little bit, he turns a corner. You see 5 horses nicely packed and all. As he says, we must make haste. As he hops on the horse, the other 4 of you hop on as well, and he starts leading you throughout the city. He throws a hood over his face, trying to keep himself quite low profile as you make your way over the river and towards the Banks district. Quite rich houses there, obviously a lot of banking areas there. As he leads you a little bit into this one house, and you find yourselves walking past a statue of what appears to be
was maimed.
Hmm?
Was it maimed or was it completely destroyed?
The statue.
Yeah.
At
You're
the
talking about
moment-
my house, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
As you walk past that, if I remember correctly, the one of your uncle was destroyed, but the one of
Okay.
you,
Still
the one of
intact.
you see is quite intact. It's kind of forgotten about. It hasn't been cleaned a little bit. But no one really messes with it at the moment. As you walk
Okay.
past that, you see a quite nice house, Lazarus's old abode, and you make your way further up the Banks district, further up the hills, and you land yourselves in, quite frankly, one of the biggest manors in all of Mynar. Sprawling hedges laying out about the place, even bigger than Lazarus's place, as it has the state of like an old manor. A couple of people trimming at the hedges as you pull up with your horses at the front. Bolin leads the way. He hops off his horse, dismounts. You see a caddy walk up to him. He tosses about 2 coins at him. He goes, "You feed horse. Thank you." As he walks in, you see him like open up the front door, gesture you guys in as you sit down at this round table in what appears to be a meeting room of some sort, an office of some sort. As he sits you all down, you see right in the middle of this round table, also this room stacked with books, office desk near the far end from the door. But this round table, you see what appears to be a 2-scale model of the city just laying out there. As he sits down, you see small little figurines of different people all around it. As he sits you all down, he takes his cloak off and he goes, "Everything shit, Mr. Lazarus."
I can see that. And he looks at the table, kind of evaluating it for a second.
You look out upon it, and you see amongst a bunch of sort of stone figures, you see some painted red and some painted blue. As he looks at you and goes, "Big problem."
What's been happening?
Ever after King die, everyone want kill one another. Nura bring ship fight us. Zarbar take Fanir north. They want take city.
This city.
Yes.
No, cannot have that, now can we?
They are taking Fanir. They will take Sul, and then they shall take Mynar. Nura insurgents are rampant. The men of the deep south have taken Urien. They will come for Nura, and then for Mynar. We in civil war, Lazarus.
Okay. What am I supposed to do about it?
Me no know, but you smart me.
No, I'm smarter than you, not smart you.
Me common no first language.
That is clear.
He speaks to you in perfect Orcish. In perfect Orcish, he just speaks to you as like, "Yeah, man, I'm trying here. These guys, like, they all speak Common or they speak Orcish. I don't know."
Well, I assume Kurgan is going to reply to that.
I speak quite good Common, quite good Orc, and
Yeah, that's why.
to be honest, your Common's pretty shit.
He speaks back to you in Orcish. He goes, "Yeah, I know. It's kinda hard to learn Common when all I have is military general to speak to."
You're kind of letting our kind down a little bit by being not And you know that word? Elocutional. I think.
You have
Something like that.
Me spell wine. Who have wine?
Nope, I don't have no wine. There's no wine here.
Who has wine?
No one.
Only empty
It's
bottles.
empty. Only yep. Look. Have a look for yourself. All empty. Not a drop.
He looks over at Utan.
Yeah, only empty. It's correct. And I take out a couple of like empty bottles for my bag of holding.
One of the 60.
I assume they are not speaking Orcish anymore.
No, it's back to common. As
Okay.
you see him quickly just retreat to his reception. You see him take out a small flask and he sips it. As he walks back, he goes, "Okay. Now me thinking more straight. Me much clearer now. We have problem, Lazarus.
Yes, we do. Now, who else do we have left?
We have maybe 500 men. Most are protecting areas that we need, but make matters worse, the priests of city have made a council and now rule city until someone fix.
And someone fix would be by their choosing.
You fix. You are next best thing. There is no son of King Titus. There is only Balzac.
Do they know that? Do they accept it? Or we have to take it?
You'll probably have take.
Lovely. Looks around and looks at the others. Oh, by the way, welcome to the Balzac Manor.
What?
Balzac Manor.
Wait, hold on a minute here. What manor now?
Balzac.
That is a very unfortunate name.
Well, I mean, M pointed out, but when I made it, it was as an homage to the French writer, not the organ. Yeah, or body part. So you can make all the fun you want. It was an homage.
All right, so you're telling me someone here has the surname Balzac?
You don't know, it's a French writer.
What is this French you speak of? I've heard of...
Émile Balzac, I think.
Oh, alright.
No, Hugo
I'm writing
Balzac.
This in my
was
next
it?
song.
Who's the Hugo Balzac?
Balzac. That sounds like a good lyric for my next song.
Okay.
Who's that? It's Lazarus Balzac.
Who's that
catchy.
Balzac sitting on the wall? Kiss.
That sounds amazing, yes.
Yeah,
Anyway.
French novelist and playwright.
Well, we learned something today, guys. Francois
Oh, seriously,
Balzac.
you didn't know?
I did not know.
Okay.
Learning.
Okay.
Learning. As, Right, so where are we going now?
I don't know. You're leading the way. We are just talking about taking over the government. Overtaking
Yes.
the
Me
government.
have... Me have easy idea. You kill all religious leader, all three. Or, I mean, talk with them.
I think that's the best.
Killing's better than talking.
He get me.
Well, you're not supposed to get in trouble, but I guess that's a different area, so we can afford to get in trouble here. Actually, we are expected to, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes,
different
yes, we
jurisdiction.
are.
Alright, well,
In fact, I would even suggest to get in trouble here so you can get it out of your system before we go back.
it's gonna be
Okay.
a bloodbath here.
How
Perfect.
about more like a blood sprinkle?
Mm.
No,
So-
it's gonna be a bloodbath.
As he sits you down, he changes the map around. He brings out three bigger sort of statues, and you see them now, painted in red. You see a statue, Lazarus, of Master Sarai. You see a statue of a woman you have yet to meet. She appears to have quite flowy clothing. No, she appears to be wearing some sort of leather brace with some sort of flowy clothing underneath it. And then you also seem to see another statue of a man. He seems to be holding some sort of amulet in his hand. Bolzac goes to you. Not Bolzac. Bolwin goes to you. He goes, it's confusing, man. It confused me. As he goes to
Caught
you,
you
goes,
off guard, didn't I?
yes. As he goes to you, he goes, Master Sarai in council. He for Aelor. Lady name Jermia Sol. Her for Mavanka. You see, he points to the man with the amulet. He goes, Andreas Holm. He for Golgarad. They stay up in temple.
The same
Point over
temple where Elias died.
Can you write the names of the people and their gods?
Hmm?
Can you write the names of the 3 people and their gods?
Yes, I should do that now. That is
King Titus is basically the big guy who was murdered in the first session.
No. The one we killed in the first session was somebody else. We thought we killed actually.
Our first session when we did the campaign at the very start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, King Titus didn't die in that. Sir Dalsier tried to assassinate him, and then you guys saved him, and then he died later. When Lazarus died.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we had that whole scene where you guys were peering into that doorway, and it was you, and it was, I believe, Alimus at the time. And
No, it was already cut, I think.
Yeah, it was already cast at that point. And you were peering into that room, and you guys saw Conan Blackstone kill King Titus, and then I believe the quote he has specifically is, "The Knights of Voldar thank you for your service," and then he slit his throat, and then he was just about to make his way out, and then you, as Lazarus, charged in and got one shot.
Exactly 26 points.
Yeah, it was quite funny.
One hit, I went down. Exactly the same amount that I had.
Yeah, it was quite horrible.
Yeah.
Quite horrible, but alas. But yeah.
Stuff happens.
Master Sarai, he is for Aelor, the god of balance. Jermia Sol is a woman who is representing Mavanka, the goddess of life and death. And then Andreas Holm is a guy who is representing Golgarad, the god of fate and destiny. Basically, these are the 3 biggest gods within this city. And
Utan, you are the Lady of Death, right?
Yeah, I am Ivanka.
And so is Kaz.
Mavanka, no. Kaz was for Kashtar, the god of stars in the universe.
But
technically brother to Golgarad, but yeah.
I see. Okay. But not the original person, please.
Alimus was, I
no,
believe, the first.
Faust.
Faust has no alliance to any of these.
Okay. So every character makes up his, or she makes up his.
Yeah, Quixel was under the god of balance, Aelor, and Master Serranal.
Okay.
But yeah. So that is the current situation.
Okay. So we are going to fight our way in and then out from inside.
Okay. Who want to kill first?
Me.
No. The question was, who do you want to kill first, not who wants to kill first.
I get very confused with these confusing questions, you know.
Yes, but you do speak perfect Orcish, so next time you have a question, ask it in Orcish.
I don't understand the question.
That was not a question, that was a suggestion.
Perfect. Yeah, he's gonna look over at you guys and just like ask you, like, okay, what's the plan? How you want to do this?
First of all, do you have any schematics of the temple so we can plan ahead, like guard locations?
He looks over you. He looks over at you. First thing he says is, okay, gonna skip past the stuff, but long story short, he tells you that he has schematics for Aelor, for that temple. The schematics for Mavanka, he has about half of them, but the one for Golgarad, he says Golgarad's temple is way too complicated and full of way too many sort of trap doors and stuff that it's basically impossible, and they're way too like, how do I say, like secretive about stuff. It's almost impossible to get any schematics of that.
It's fun. So wait, they're all in different temples. They're not all in the same one, because technically, originally, like you said, that they are all in the same temple.
No. So they are a council of different temples.
Okay. So each one in its own deity temple thingy.
Yeah. Okay. Each temple has its own customs and all. And they are situated on the south side of the city, the southeast side. So basically diagonal to where you guys are right now. In a place called the Hallow Hills. Just off the edge of the city on a bunch of hills.
Then I guess we're just gonna need to choose one, start with that, and move away. Oh, but why are we killing them exactly?
For revenge.
Revenge on what?
Maybe
Because I said so.
Maybe we
Well, that works for me.
I'm gonna need a bit more than that. I'm really kind of trying not to kill people just out of spite. And I mean, you did help us, but we are also kind of strangers still, so yeah. You seem like a cool dude, man, but yeah, I'd like to know a bit more before I go on a killing spree.
He like the backstory.
Really much, man.
But yeah, so Baldwin's gonna basically suggest to you, he's gonna go, maybe we no kill Master Sarai. Master Sarai, old friend, no?
Fine.
And you, he points over at Utan, you Mavanka kid?
That's what it says on my forehead.
Maybe no kill everyone.
How about we talk to them and try to convince them to do what we want before we kill, but what do we want in the end? Like, what's the end goal here?
We want Mynar, not civil war. Having council of religion separate Mynar between people. We need king. We need Lazarus.
I'm not gonna say anything to that. Just, yeah, kind of a naughty smile.
I see. Okay, and once Lazarus is king, okay, can I assume that we can maybe get help with some world-changing stuff?
Me will, if Lazarus king, Lazarus do what Lazarus want.
Okay.
But also Lazarus, me want to not use all army. Me maybe give one group, me give my friends. But right now, me friends don't want burn city down.
I don't want to burn down either.
You know.
So how about we start with Mevanka's temple? Maybe we can convince what's her name, Lady Jeremiah's soul, to yield and actually join forces with us. I can try to commune with Mevanka when we go to sleep. See, maybe she can send her a message. Can I help us? If we get her with us, maybe that will put more pressure on the other two to also relent, once we break their holy triangle.
Me agree.
As the would-be king, what do you say?
All of us looking forward to killing some people, but fine.
Alright. And it's on that note, so looking forward to a little bit of foolery, hijinks, tomfoolery, that's the word I'm looking for. As we're looking over, you guys look up again, probably looking out the windows. Over at that hills, the hollow hills, looking over at the temple of Mervanka, wondering what in the god's name is Jeremiah Soul up to right now? What is the purpose of all of this? Why all of this? Why have the gods forsaken you? Perhaps it is time you guys take things into your own hands for once and see how this Lazarus as king thing goes. But for right now, I think that's where we're gonna have to end tonight's session of Adventures of Animoxia. Thank you for listening, thank you for playing, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.